Hello guys, this is Captain for the Book Report. Today I'm gonna be talking about The Secret Deep by Lindsay Galvin. This is a story about a girl named Aster who lives with her sister Poppy and her mother who died of cancer. She has an aunt called Iona who is an oncologist, a scientist who studies cancer. At the beginning of the book, while they are flying to New Zealand to live with Aunt Iona, Poppy and Aster meet a 16-year-old boy called Sam. He later becomes quite an important character in the book. Sam lives with his mother and his grandfather, who has lung cancer. When they arrive at Iona's apartment, Iona says she forgot the fact that she lent her house to some people for a couple of weeks, and the due date isn't over yet. So they head for a camp called Wildhaven. In the camp, Iona has an argument with her lab partner, Dr. Jonathan Nygaard. She makes him drop his medical container, which has blood samples in it. Aster and Poppy also gets an injection, which is supposedly a tetanus vaccine. This injection makes them feel sick, with symptoms like fever, joint ache, and chills. A few days later, Iona suggests all the students in Wildhaven they go snorkeling to check out some bioluminescent algae. But when they are all on the boat, Iona releases some kind of gas that knocks them all out. When Asta wakes up, she finds herself on an uninhabited island with a few kids from Wildhaven called Batty and Callum. They all have life supports in their veins, oxygenated gas in their lungs, and tape on their eyelids. They explained that they knew that they would move Wildhaven sometime because Iona was conducting an illegal biological experiment on them that are supposed to kill their cancer genes, and Jonathan Nygaard might alert the government. It turns out all the kids in Wildhaven are orphans with cancer genes, and Iona has been putting animal genes in their body with the tetanus vaccine injection, which gets in their body with a virus. They soon learn that this is a ring of islands, and that they are completely alone. Aster sets out to find her sister, but gets stranded with a wound on her knee and a shark circling the mangrove island she has landed on. There, she first meets someone she nicknames Seaboy, who has gills on his chest and behind his ears. He can't talk but understands English. He heals Aster and summons a manta ray and attempts to take her back to the island. However, they meet a jellyfish swarm, and Seaboy holds Aster back when she tries to go up to breathe. Aster, thinking Seaboy is about to drown her, goes through the jellyfish forest and loses her consciousness. When she wakes up, she finds Iona with Betty. She also learns that Callum is dead, and she tries to tell them about Seaboy. Iona says she must be having an hallucination because Callum's wounds were in the exact same place as Seaboy's gills. Also, Iona says that in order for the animal genes to work, they must go through an hibernation, and that they have been put in a hibernation chamber for that reason. They make a canoe to see where the other kids are, but when they get to the island they were supposed to be in, they find it empty. Aster freaks. Meanwhile, Sam has met Jonathan Nygaard. Nygaard is the doctor working on an unofficial therapy called the Marisogen that is actually working on Sam's grandfather. He finds out that Nygaard is looking for Iona and makes a deal with him. He makes him promise to make more Marisogen if he tells him where Iona is. The deal is accepted and they leave with two men called Tan and Teeth. When Aster, Batty, and Iona finds the hibernation chamber empty, Aster loses all hope. Seaboy and others like him turns up. Aster falls into the sea in the commotion and finds out that she can breathe underwater and that she has gills. She finds out that the underwater human are all kids from Wildhaven, and that they have all formed gills when they went underwater too. Aster finds Poppy. However, Nygaard arrives and captures Poppy and a few other kids. The others, including Sam, who has betrayed Nygaard, and Betty, sings Nygaard's yak and kills Tan, Teeth, and Nygaard. Unfortunately, Iona is killed in the process. Later, when everything is over, they find out that while Iona has been adding animal genes to their cells, Nygaard has secretly been adding genes from a prehistoric mermaid he had found ages ago, which is what really cured the cancer. Also, the kids' blood samples were the main ingredient for the Marisugin. The book ends with Aster contemplating about her blood, her secret deep.